So Gavin Newsom is going hard in the paint on Donald Trump, and I'm absolutely here for it. I'm loving every minute of it. But before I really get rolling with this video, I just want to make 2 points. I want to say 2 things. Number one, I'm against gerrymandering. I don't like the idea of it at all. But I realize the times that we're in, and I realize that Donald Trump is trying his damnedest to go ahead now and rig the midterms in his favor. He realizes that he is losing, not just in the midterms in general, but he realizes that he's losing a lot of his base. This Epstein thing, no matter how hard he tries, will not go away for him. He just keeps getting drugged down in that. And as he does, he's trying to find anything in any way to secure a victory. You got to go back, and you got to go back to Georgia where he said, just find me the votes. He's doing that now as the sitting president with immunity from the Supreme Court. So he feels the need to flex here and go ahead and get the game rigged. I also believe a lot of this is designed to bait the Democratic governors into doing it too. If he can bait them into doing it too, and they succeed, then he can claim that it was rigged when he loses. So he's really trying to cover all of his bases here, and Gavin Newsom is coming out swinging, going hard in the paint, and I'm glad to see it. Now, that being said, that I don't like gerrymandering, but I'm glad to see Gavin Newsom going to bat. I also want to say this. Yes, it is true that in the past, Gavin Newsom has made decisions that have pissed me off. I was really upset when he had Charlie Kirk and Steve Bannon on his show. I thought that was a terrible idea. Still think it was a terrible idea. Still think he should have pushed back. Still think he should have went hard in the paint on them instead of sitting there and just saying, boy, you guys are great strategists and way to go. I just thought it was poorly timed. I thought it was a bad idea and didn't like it then, don't like it now. That being said, we're not there anymore. And I think that's something that we need to understand going forward. Folks, we are in for the fight of our lives against one of the most corrupt president in American history. Hands down, the most corrupt president we've ever went up against. So, if I disagree with Gavin Newsom on something once before, it's irrelevant now. What's relevant now is he's out there leading the fight. He's trolling Trump. He's roasting Trump's ass. He's going hard in the paint. He's not backing down. He's saying, if you're going to rig the game, if you're going to play dirty, we're going to play dirty. And I have been calling for that for so long. I've been saying to Democrats, stop playing by the rules, because this president has thrown out those rules. And so, on that note, I want to play this very powerful ad from Gavin Newsom, because he's going for it, and this is so good to see.
It is a 5-alarm fire for democracy in the United States of America. Donald Trump, who's trying to light a torch on democracy, continue to try to rig the election. His agenda is failing. His presidency is failing. He knows the headwinds in a midterm. Now he's dialing up for seats. He called Greg Abbott, who doesn't have the courage, doesn't have the conscience, and he has rolled over. And he said, yes, sir, and. So we have got to step up. We tried to play by a higher set of standards and rules with our independent redistricting, and we believe in that. We are talking about emergency measures to respond to what's happening in Texas, and we will nullify what happens in Texas. We will pick up 5 seats with the consent of the people, and that's the difference between the approach we're taking and the approach they're taking. There are no rules for Donald Trump. And this is a serious moment in American history. And so we are here to meet this moment head on. We will not be complicit.
Folks, I really do believe that this is one of the most serious moments in American history, and I think it's very important to everyone out there who's like, but I don't agree with this. But I don't think that he should be doing this. I think that's stooping to their level. Folks, they have no bottom. There's no low they won't go to. They are out to destroy us. They're out to put an end to democracy altogether. They don't want a democracy. They're scared to death of change. California and these blue states have got to go to bat, and they've got to fight against this gerrymandering, even if it means gerrymandering. So to all the people out there, there's going to be a special election in California. I've been there. I love the place. And when I went there and spoke at the protest in Los Angeles, I said, I'm from a red state, but we are the United States, and we're going to have to stand together. I realize just how much the blue states contribute to states like Tennessee. I said that right in front of a crowd of people. Had no problem saying that. But we're the United States, and if we're going to continue to be the United States and we're going to continue to have a democracy, we have no choice but to fight fire with fire, and that's what Gavin Newsom is doing. What's Donald Trump doing? Well, when Gavin Newsom held his press conference, Donald Trump sent in ICE agents to try to intimidate. Yeah, get a load of this.
Now we're here making Los Angeles a safer place since we won't have politicians. We do that ourselves. So that's what we're here today.
So they're just there making Los Angeles a safer place. That's the time and place they decided to do it. Know what they were trying to do and what they will do going forward. They will try to intimidate Gavin Newsom and the people of California. Don't be shocked at all when the special election rolls around. They will have people armed at the polls sitting there watching over it. That is the level of 1930s Germany that we're in. So to anyone that thinks, well, Gavin Newsom, he's kind of not playing by the rules here, he's just swinging, let him swing, folks, because this is an extremely crucial moment. And Newsom brings that across here when he's asked, what'd you think about the fact that he's got ICE outside your door?
Well, I think it's pretty sick and pathetic. And it just said everything you need to know, the setting that we're under. That they chose the time, manner, and place to send their district director outside right when we're about to have this press conference. Said everything you know about Donald Trump's America. And that was top down. You know that for a fact. They'll deny it, I'm sure. Maybe they won't deny it. Said everything you know about the authoritarian tendencies of the President of the United States. I said in a moment ago, wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history. He doesn't believe in free enterprise, crony capitalism. He is wrecking this country, wrecking the economy. He's a lawless president. Wake up, America. Wake up to what's going on.
We've got to wake up, and we've got to encourage more people to wake up. And real quick, before we move on, I always want to bring across this definition. Authoritarian is favoring or enforcing strict obedience to authority, especially that of government, at the expense of personal freedom. Okay? And I'm going to say that till I have it memorized, the same way that I've memorized other definitions in the past and memorized parts of the Constitution. Folks, go get a copy. You can pretty much find them anywhere. Get you a copy of the Constitution. Read it from front to back. Understand and learn about it. Educate yourself as much as you possibly can on this, because Donald Trump is shredding it right in front of our faces. He is the most lawless and corrupt president. He's going out of his way right now to rig the game right out in the open. He's not hiding it. He's not hiding the fact that he's doing it, and he's using his intimidation. And that tells you that he is scared of losing. That tells you that he knows he's going to lose in the midterms, and he's already trying to stack the deck. Now, Gavin Newsom has been doing an absolute masterful job at trolling Trump. And again, there's going to be people that says, well, is that really appropriate for him to type in all caps and to mock Trump and make fun of him? Yes, we must mock and ridicule MAGA into the fucking dirt. Satire has to make a comeback like never before. South Park needs to write harder than they've ever written. We have got to always mock and ridicule this bullshit because, again, we're just not in the same times that we once were, and that's what people need to understand. And I'm glad that Gavin Newsom understood it when he was asked the question as to, what's up with you? Is this some sort of strategy? Take a look.
What's going on with those posts on X that are clearly trolling the president? Can you just talk about that? Is that like a strategy?
I don't know. I hope it's a wake-up call to the President of the United States. I'm sort of following his example. If you've got issues with what I'm putting out, you sure as hell should have concerns about what he's putting out as president. So to the extent it's gotten some attention, I'm pleased. But I think the deeper question is, how have we allowed the normalization of his tweets through social posts over the course of the last many years to go without similar scrutiny and notice?
They don't scrutinize Trump for it. It's just become the norm to the point that he can't even wish someone a Merry Christmas or say, wish anyone well on Veterans Day or Memorial Day, that he doesn't have to find a way to make it about himself and be over the top cruel. But people will always hold Democrats to that standard that they'll never hold Trump to. Actually, they'll hold other Republicans to it, but they won't hold Trump. He can stand up there and go, fake news, you're a liar, you're a terrible person, you're a nasty woman, you should be on your knees, blah, blah, blah. He can make every asshole comment he wants to make, and they'll just say that he's playing chess while the rest of us is playing checkers. But then if we get in the mud and sling back at him, well, is that appropriate? Is that proper etiquette? Yes, it is. We're not in the same fight that we've been in before. I've said this analogy before, and I'm tired of using it, but once Mike Tyson bit off Holyfield's ear, it was no longer a boxing match, okay? Your ear's been bitten, it's laying on the floor, and you got a madman running at you. I don't know how else to explain it. So everyone just needs to pump the brakes and go, wait a minute. What's at stake? Well, folks, this Constitution is at stake. Our democracy is at stake. So much is on the line, and if we lose these midterms, we could lose our democracy forever. A lot of us thinks it's already gone. A lot of us already feels like we're living under a dictator. But if he's able to secure this, then what hope do we have? And I'm glad to see Gavin Newsom bringing this stuff out.
Present this to the voters on a special election that happens to coincide with other municipal elections on November 4th. It is a sprint. And if California, one of the most un-Trump states in America, is not successful, at our peril, we may not get this back. I'm telling you, we may not. He is rigging this next midterm election before one vote is cast. He tried to wreck our democracy after the last vote was cast the last time. Now he's doing it in plain sight. And we have to have our sights focused, laser focused on winning. Fighting fire with fire, no longer on our back heels, on our toes. We drive the narrative. We drive the reforms. We drive the talking points. Surround sound, not just California, all of us. We the people, states, large and small, all across this country. It is time for action, no longer words.
And again, whatever disagreements that I've had with Gavin Newsom in the past and whatever he said or done that's offended or pissed me off in the past is out the window. We're here now. He's leading the fight, and I'm solidly behind him. Because what we're up against is something that we've never been at this point before. We've never been here, but we are now. And history is going to record where we stood at this moment in time. The old question is going to be asked, which side are you on? And so California has got to step up to the plate. More states have to step up to the plate. And we have to sit back here and cheer them on. And whatever disagreements that we have with Gavin Newsom, here's how I feel about it. You may have other disagreements with Gavin Newsom. There may be things that he's said or done or things he's got behind and supported that you can't. At the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, who would be more willing to hear you out and hear your side of things and listen to you and sit? I mean, I didn't like that he sat down with Charlie Kirk, but he did sit there and listen to him. Do you think Trump would listen to you, or would he just call you fake news? Would he just call you a nasty person, or would he turn a lawsuit around on you? That's what you got to stop and ask yourself. So I'm really glad that Gavin Newsom has taken this fight to Donald Trump, and we all have to get behind him. And maybe tomorrow it'll be somebody else. Maybe Newsom won't be the nominee for the party. I don't know. I can't look that far ahead. All I know is right now, this is the fight we're in. He's leading the fight. And folks, I'm 100% here for it.